Hello and welcome to Fox Gaming. Today I am painting Mary. This is the 6th video in a series of videos where I paint up the entire Fellowship of the Ring. He will be painted to a parade-ready standard. Let's begin. The miniature was primed using Mechanicus Standard Grey. You can use another priming if you want. If you do that, you need to base coat the stone using Mechanicus Standard Grey. Corvus Black was then used to paint his pants. Caliban Green is next. This is used to paint his cloak. When that is done, I use Rhinox hide to paint his backpack, straps and hair on his feet. Lead Belcher was used to paint his sword. Now it's time to shade the entire model, except his face, hands and feet and hair on his head. I use Nuln Oil for this. No worries if you hit these parts though, as they will be painted next. I paint his face, feet and hands using Cadian Flesh Tone. Then I shade his skin using Rakelan Flesh Shade. Sandry Dust was then used to paint his vest and hair. The shade helps to create depth to the miniature. Now we will take him to the next level by highlighting him. I start by using Mechanicus Standard Grey for the pants, stone and coat, hitting a small area. For the second highlight, I use Dawnstone, selectively picking out a small area within the previous highlight. The hair and vest was painted using Skeleton Horde. For highlighting his cloak, I use Wog Flesh. I then moved over to Straken Green for the second highlights. The skin was highlighted using Cadian Flesh Tone. Kislev Flesh was then used as a final highlight on the skin areas. The hair and vest was then highlighted using Screaming Skull. All of the brown areas was highlighted using Gorthor Brown. Baneblade brown was then used as a second highlight. The hair on the feet was not highlighted with this color. The sword was highlighted using Ironbreaker. And then a thinner edge highlight using Runefang Steel. I would like to point out that if you have some other metal colors, you can use that instead, applying the darkest one first and the lightest one second. Now, all that is left is to base the miniature. There are a lot of nice looking bases out there, so take your pick. I have this homemade base ready that I use for this project. I have made a video about it. The link is in the description. I just glue on the basing material using PVA glue. And then paint the rim of the base black. And put on some green flock. With that, Mary is done. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned for the rest of the Fellowship painting guides. See ya.